Hi, Aim. How are you? How was your day today? For this wonderful Monday. Awesome. It rained here today, so it was an okay day. Oh Lord, this braid is coming out. Well, my hair is coming out of the braid. How's everybody? Running behind my grandbaby most of the day. Oh my goodness, that must have been so exciting. My day was good. Uh, Work today, of course, and like I said, it rained. Did you get to watch the whole thing, Aim? Because it wasn't playing properly on here. I was, I was trying to watch it with everybody. Okay, well, thank you so much for going and watching. I'm so happy you enjoyed it. Like I said, it's not what I wanted it to be, but the show must go on, you know? So I'll be doing it again. I'll have an actress this time. So it won't just be me. I'll have an actress this time. And I look forward to y'all seeing it because, like I said, I will be live streaming it. No, 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 no. I'm good. I'm good, Aim. I'm good. Thank you for the offer, but I'm good. I promise you. I'm good. I'm so glad. I am so glad. I'm glad y'all you got to hear it. I still haven't watched the whole thing myself. I still haven't watched the whole thing. But as long as you can hear and understand and you enjoyed, thank you so much. I appreciate you watching it. As always. I wanted to redo this live because first of all, yesterday I didn't get to talk about the story I wanted to tell y'all. But yesterday, I don't know, yesterday kind of went off it didn't really go off track. The day went how it was supposed to. So let me not say that. The day went how it was supposed to. Um, I just, I think by the end of the day, by the time I got to do the live, I was just tired. The day held a lot of emotion for whatever reason. So today I am, oh, they live down. Oh, Lord, they live under you. Oh, bless your heart. Bless your heart. That is that's a lot. Thankfully I don't have grandchildren. I don't I don't I don't want to say I'm not looking forward to having grandchildren, but um I'm not prepared. I'm not prepared for grandchildren. And I know the first is the worst. I say that all the time. The first is the worst because Tristan is my mom's first grandchild. And child, he can do no wrong. He can do no wrong. Don't tell him nothing. Don't say nothing bad about him. Don't. I tell my mom all the time, I had him, but that's your child. She's not having any more anytime soon, is she, ain't? Is she having any more anytime soon? I hope not. Oh, thank God, because thank God. Cause let me tell you, who else is in here? We say we got 5 people, and it's just me and AIM having a conversation. Who else is up in here who has not announced themselves yet? Come to the flow and announce yourself, fool. Pardon me, y'all. Or I'm leaving Buffalo. Come on. You welcome. Come on. Come on. Come along. Come along with us, please. Channel of I don't even know what that's all about. I'm live on my laptop, so you know. But yeah, come to New Orleans. April or May. What's happening? So we got the French Quarter Festival in April. The end of April, beginning of May is Jazz Fest. We also have, well, then you need to plan a vacation, Aim. We have got to stop putting off those times that we need until it's like a do or die situation. We need to stop doing that. Stop making it a do or die situation and just do it. Jazz Fest is end of April, beginning of May. Hold on. Let me get my little. Were you on here last night, Aim? Did you see this? I don't know if you saw this or not. Did you see this? It's the Way Yeah magazine. So it looks like okay. So this is Where Yeah magazine. They have a website, and you know what? I'm gonna put it in the chat. This is why I like being on my computer too, because I can type. So it's a good resource to have. Yes, save up. It's a good resource to have because it's going to have, you're welcome, baby. It's going to have all sorts of information for you. Hi, Janet. So as you see here, Festa Italia. Oh no, I'm sorry, on this side. Festa Italiana. I'm sorry. The end of this month in Kenner. So between March, April, May, June, that's like our festival season. And this particular issue is the festival guide. Oh, the Strawberry Festival is April 11th to the 13th in Ponchatoula. That's not too far from here. That's a quick little ride. How was your day today, Janet? Let's see. Okay, AIM, the Jazz and Heritage Festival, which we just say Jazz Fest, is April 24th to May 4th. AIM for April. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Oh, there's a spring restaurant guide in here too, y'all. See, this is my first time looking at it. What is this? Oh, that's in Dallas. Hey, Tiffany, how are you? Hey, Mo. I say Mo, but I'm just gonna call you Sniper. No, I'm gonna call you Mo. Your mama call you Mo. I'm gonna call you Mo. I'm just joking. Oh wait, they having an Easter parade. Oh Lord, April 19th. They having an Easter parade, y'all. I am paraded out. All is well. I'm just sitting here. Nola gets lit. The magic of New Orleans literary renaissance. I do have a story time for y'all. Depends on where you stay, Aim. Are you gonna be doing Uber and Lyft to get around? Oh, there's a kite fest, April 26th and the 27th. I think that's in Baton Rouge though. Okay, okay. So it might be best if you stay a little outside of the city. Oh, you got done just got done washing your hair, Tiffany? Okay. Ooh, Lord, Joe. The Congo Square Rhythms Festival is the end of this month, the 29th and the 30th. Old Plaquemines Parish, that's where my dad is from. They're having a seafood festival April 25th to the 27th. There's a Croatian festival April 4th to the 5th. The Crawfish Cook Off is the 12th. Oh, no. You're not being creepy, ain't you're not being creepy. It's fine. There are places to stay not too far from me in my area. I'm gonna do some research. There are some quaint little hotels in the neighborhood. What you say, Tiffany? You talking my language when you say seafood? Yeah, so this is seafood season. Now, if you want to get good boudin, aim, you gotta go. Brobridge has really good boudin, and Lafayette has really good boudin. Opelousas has good boudin. I mean, you can find boudin in New Orleans, but we have places that we go when we go out of town. Like I like Billy's. Um, what's the other place my mama likes to go? My mama likes to go to Poche's, but that's all out of town. So I'm just saying. All right, I'm gonna put this down, y'all. But y'all go to the website and y'all will be able to see all of the stuff that's in here. Let me put it in the chat again. And this is another one. So I live in the St. Rock area, AIM. There are there are a couple of smaller hotels in the Marigny. And well, I'm saying hotels, motel, but they're more like guest houses in the Marigny and in the Bywater. So Those two areas would be good. And they're safe. They're safe areas. So you don't have to worry about, anything crazy happening. There's a lot of entertainment within walking distance. Um just a lot of interesting happenings, which again, you're coming during festival season, so there's going to be a lot going on. You won't be bored, that's for sure. So, yeah, definitely won't be bored. I'm not a festival person because of the crowds. However, however, I might get out and about, do a little something. I don't know. We gonna see. We gonna see. We gonna see. It all depends on what's happening because I'm also trying to do my play again, y'all. Trying to do my play again. We talked about that last night too. But I have a story time for y'all tonight. Yeah, we gonna try and keep it simple. Aim. But I'm gonna do my play again, y'all. I went ahead and made the video public, so y'all can go look at it. It's posted on my page. Sorry, y'all. I'm looking at some shit. Hello, under the mystic moon. How are you? How are you? How are you? What? Mm. Y'all know what I hate? Hate is a strong word. Let me not use hate. I'm doing good, Mystic. Thank you so much, my love. I'm glad you're doing well. I hope everyone had a wonderful Monday. I hope it was a productive day. I hope y'all got something done today or received some good news or solved a problem. Shit, got some money. I won $24 on some scratch offs. So I'm excited about that. That $24 is gonna come in handy, boo. I'm making a video and putting it on TikTok to let them know that I'm now live on YouTube. At this moment, it's 7:22, March the 24th, and here I am live. Look at all of my guests, all of those people here with me. Y'all come on over and join us. I have a story time that you don't want to miss. So yeah, y'all. What you been up to, Sniper? I haven't seen you here in quite some time. What have you been doing, Sniper? Enlighten us. How has your life been? Have things been going well? I'm making a video and putting it on TikTok to let them know that I'm now live on YouTube at this moment. It's 7:22, March the 24th, and here I am live. Look at all of my guests. All of those. What is the freaky cookie? Hey, India. I was live yesterday, and I think one day last. Oh no, I think I went live on TikTok one day last week. It's hard, and listen, it's getting hard for me to keep up with all this. So I'm probably only going to ever go live on YouTube at this point. Let me not say that, because I go live on TikTok with my sister Ashley sometimes. We talk about spiritual things, and our last discussion with her last week, was that last week or the week before? I think it was last week. She told us about her past life. So that was interesting. It's posted on here, by the way. I did post it if y'all want to watch that. But I think I'm going to mostly stick to, you know, it's all right. I appreciate it, Sniper. Please tell your wife and kids hello. I'm glad they're doing well. I'm glad y'all been spending time together. You know, quality time with family is important. And I hope y'all understand that it's not about the amount of money you spend, it's not about the places that you go, but it's about the time together that matters. So, yes, Aim, thank you so much. I'm going to try and figure out how to get her on here. I think I kind of have to do like a stream thing and like send her an invite, or like stream on another service and like get it to play on YouTube. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. But I wish YouTube had the feature to where you can add people to your live. I do wish they had that feature. I'm glad everyone is doing well. I'm gonna wait just a few more minutes to see. Oh, let me finish posting this, y'all. My bad. And plus, I'm waiting for it to kind of get a little bit darker, so I can light my candle and get the ambiance going, so I can tell you my story. Thank you, Aang. You are welcome, Sniper. Listen. Soup. Hold on. I want to tell y'all something else too. And I'm probably going to tell a story about like a full. This hair is starting to dry. Listen, this hair is starting to drive me crazy, y'all. It's really starting to work on my nerves. Um, but when y'all get these people in y'all inbox, when y'all get these people in y'all inbox telling y'all stuff like, oh, I oh, I felt a connection to you and wanted to reach out. Do you mind if I do a reading for you? I really hope, I sincerely hope y'all don't respond to these people and y'all just delete the messages. And I know some people will take these strangers up on their offer, but I'm urging y'all to not do that. I'm urging y'all to just delete the messages and let them, move on. Because when you allow somebody, whether they're in your close proximity or not, but when you allow somebody to access your energy like that, hey, Joanne, not much. I'm just really getting started. You haven't missed anything. Uh, when you allow somebody to access your energy in that manner, it can be very, very detrimental. They are hilarious, Tiffany. Those inboxes are hilarious. I just tell them that me and my ancestors have a direct line. Absolutely. Absolutely. And just block, delete and block. I just delete them because it's crazy. But I have a story about I have a story time about that. I'm not gonna tell it tonight though, because I have something else I want to tell y'all. But I have a story time about allowing people, strangers, to do readings and how detrimental it could be. Yeah, it's it's aggravating. Truly, it's aggravating. And again, hate is such a strong word, but I don't like the fact that people have taken spirituality and turned it into like a joke or something to use to manipulate people, to get people out of their money, because ultimately that's what it is. They're going to scam you out of your money. Yes, they've commercialized spirituality, Tiffany. That is absolutely correct, and that's not okay. But scammers will be scammers. We've been scammed by religion for we've been getting scammed by religion for years. Yeah, and you have got to be careful because a lot of people do have this gift to where they can access your energy, they can see certain things, but they will use it against you. They will also deposit things in your life. And I'm not going to go too deep into that because, like I said, I'm going to do a separate story time on that. But they will deposit things in your life and cause a whole lot of chaos and a whole lot of hell. And you won't know what's going on. You won't know which way is up. You won't know what to do with yourself. Yes, yo. Thank you, Joanne. Yeah, yellow is one of my favorite colors. I'm glad you hear me, Aim. Keep that in mind, please. And that's whether it's over the phone, whether it's on YouTube, social media, or whether it's in person. You got to pay close attention. Yes, as you should. Tristan Heller. Tristan, my son's name is Tristan. You've been here before, Tristan? My oldest son is Tristan, but he's Tan. Heller. Tristan Heller. Heller. Yes, Tristan is a great name. I like to tell him that he's named after Brad Pitt's character in Legends of the Fall. But truth be told, my mom was watching TV one day And you all right, Aim? My mama was watching TV one day, and this was during a time when the psychic commercials were big on TV. And there was a actor, he was a soap opera actor named Tristan Rogers. And that's where we got Tristan's name from. That actor, Tristan Rogers. It just sounds better when you say, oh, it's from the Brad Pitt movie Legends of the Fall. Brad Pitt's character was Tristan. It sounds much more romantic. Yeah. Oh, you remember Tristan Rogers' name? Always get the same. You always get what the same thing. What, Joanne? When somebody gives you a reading. Yeah, that was back in Miss Cleo days. Y'all remember Miss Cleo? Yeah, Legends of the Fall is definitely a classic. It's one of my favorites. One of my favorite movies. Oh, what you always know about yourself? Well, if you already know, why are you? If you already know, Joanne, why are you going to seek out more information? Is it just for confirmation? Is it to get guidance? Like, what is that all about? If you already know, if you already know certain things. I'm just curious. I just showed my man your vampire story video, and man, oh man, what happened, Tristan? Did he bite you? Did he ravish you? Did he tell you he's a vampire? What happened? I need to know. And I cleaned this table off, yeah. But I just, oh shit, I just piled more shit on it. What happened, Tristan? Yeah, I appreciate that, Tristan. I am, I'm an interesting mix. I'm an interesting mix. She said, I wish. He was impressed. Okay. We'll tell him thank you. I appreciate him. Thank you for sharing the story with him. Thank you all for sharing my stories. Where are y'all from, Tristan? If you don't mind me asking, where are y'all from? Y'all need to come to New Orleans. Hi. I appreciate each of you as well. Trying to get a little more candlelight in here. All right, it's a little better. Connecticut. Tamashia. I hope you're doing well, my dear. You should make it a point to come, Tristan, at least once. I tell everyone they should come at least once in their life. I love y'all too, Aim. Believe me, I do. Why you need your glasses, Joanne? You're not missing nothing. Y'all can still see me. Of course, Tristan, go ahead. This is a safe space. This is a safe space, my dear. Well, thank you. Thank you for stepping into the live. I appreciate you. You're not crazy, Joanne. You're perfectly normal. You all right? I'm not well, I'm not a medium, Tristan, but from what I have been told, I am clairaudient, meaning I hear spirit. I'm um there's another one when you touch things and you can like feel. I can't remember what that one is called, but I've touched things and I felt things like when I was at the Cabildo and I touched the slave auction block. Um, so I don't know if I don't know what being a medium is. I thought mediums like actually talked to spirits, like they could call them to them. I can't do that, but if there's a spirit around and it wants to communicate, I can hear it. Some people see them. I can't I can't see them like I'm sitting in front of you, but I see them in like my mind is how I see them. So, I mean, there are a couple of things, I can do. And I don't know, I feel like I've gotten more sensitive as I've gotten older. So, okay, so mystic is a medium. And there's a word for being able to smell. It's clairaudience is hearing. There's another word with being able to smell stuff, and I cannot recall what it is. Yes, is thank you, Tristan. Hearing is clairaudience. I will hear them. I will hear them, and again, I can see them, but I can't see them like y'all are seeing me. I see them in my mind. I know that they're there. Psychometric. Hi, Cynthia. Clairtangent, psychic touch or psychometry is when you get messages from touching an item. Okay, so that is what I have. Clairtangent. What do you call it when you can smell things, Cynthia? Like what's the word for that? Because Joanne says she can see, feel, and smell. And I know there's a word for when you can smell things. Thank you for that explanation, Cynthia. Clairtangent. Okay. Thank you so much. Because I've smelled things too. I think people are mostly gifted because it's just a natural state. Clairolfaction, thank you, is psychic smelling. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm in the presence of all these gifted people. You shouldn't be scared, Joanne. Tristan, I can relate to you. It's so nice to know I'm not alone. You are not alone, Tristan. People don't take it seriously, but I think we all back in the days. our ancestors, I think all of these gifts were natural. I think they were all perfectly natural. But as people got into religion and got into other things, other beliefs, certain things they started saying it was wrong, it was of the devil, it was of this, it was that. So, and people just kind of, let go. Yes, Tamashia, embrace them. Everyone, embrace your gifts. This is a safe space. This is our community. You feel the energy if I step in a room, or you feel when the energy, okay, I'm sure that's something too. Okay, y'all, make a note of that. Under the Mystic Moon teaches psychic development and evident mediumship courses. Wonderful, Mystic. Thank you so much. I'm so proud of y'all for just being able to open up and share your gifts and talk about it. I'm very proud of y'all for that because I'm sure, like many, growing up, when you were telling people you had these experiences and such, they wanted you to hide it. They wanted you to not talk about it. They wanted you to shy away from it. They wanted you to hide from it, basically. Even told you it was something bad. 10 out of 10 open up their psychic gifts easily. I have a lot of dreams too, which I travel to the spirit world sometimes when I sleep. I don't know what that would be considered. I don't know what that is. Like the dream I had about my dad when he was swimming in the river. I was there with my dad. I saw his smile and I felt his joy. I was there in that water swimming with him. Oh no, Tristan, that is terrible. Oh no, Tristan. Definitely not a monster. Definitely not a monster, my love. Don't let it make you angry, but just know that you have a gift that a lot of people don't understand. And that's not your fault, nor is it your problem. She was very wrong. And I'm sorry you had that experience. So you have the gift of foresight. I think that's what they called it. Evidential. All right, Mystic, dropping the knowledge on us. Thank you. Thank you, Mystic, dropping knowledge. We appreciate you. Mm. Sometimes I scare people with that. Nah, I was angry as a child. I meant okay. Well, I hope you've gotten out of that. My husband surprised his son by taking him to the prom. I hope you've gotten out of that. Sincerely. Oh wow. That's right. Don't tell them. Yeah, don't tell them it's their imagination. That's right. I have dreams. I think when as children, we can't understand all these feelings. I've gotten over it. I have so much more control. I'm glad to hear that, Tristan. Because children are still very close to the place where we all come from. I remember my neighbor told me that you are supposed to rejoice when a person dies because they're going home. And you are supposed to cry when a baby is born because they've left home. Thank you for the encouragement. Thank you for the encouragement, Tamashia, because it's important to tell people that. And why do people feel like this doesn't make any sense to me? This does not make any sense. You are telling me that Jesus had all of these abilities to turn water to wine, to bring the dead back to life. But somebody who tells you they have dreams, they have feelings, they can hear spirit, that kind of stuff is demonic. Make it make sense. Oh, he was just swimming in the river. Is something he liked to do as a younger man. I have been asking him to come, pay me a visit, let me know he was okay. I talk to him every day. I tell him I miss him, you know, and he came and he comforted me. But we never like talk with our mouths in my dreams. Whenever I connect with spirit in my dreams, it's always mind. It's always in the mind that we speak. It's never like verbal. So they never like, you know, talk like I'm talking to y'all. Um, but it was a very peaceful dream. It was very beautiful. There were other people around. He was doing something that he loved and enjoyed, and I got to share in it with him. And it brought me peace. I still feel a sense of peace. Yeah, I'm glad, Tristan, because it's very comforting. It's very comforting. They hear us. They hear us. Excuse me. Me too, Joanne. I see. Who else sees repeated numbers a lot? It throws me off when I'm around too many people. Yeah, Aim. That's why I don't like crowds either. The energy drives me crazy. Oh yeah, growing out of their gifts because of influence from the outside world. Hmm. I think we fight. Hold on, yeah. Helen, I'm on live. I gotta call you back. I'm on live. I gotta call you back. All right. Okay. You gotta work it out and you gotta get it back. You gotta work it out and you gotta get it back. All right. At 7:55, 7:52, at 7:55, I'm going to tell y'all a story, and it is. I'm telling it to y'all because it's connected to something that's happening right now in New Orleans, in the lower ninth ward, as a matter of fact. So, another cautionary tale. Yes, being around crowds because you're absorbing all of that energy. You're soaking up all of that energy. Yeah, that's why I don't like crowds either. Yeah. Hey, Lanice, how are you? Me too, Thomasha. Me too, baby. Me too. Me too. Me too. It just it makes me sick. That's why I do grocery orders because I don't even like going in a grocery store because people they want to stand close to you, they want to rub up against you, they want to bump you, they want to. Mm-mm, that's too much. It's too much, and it'll have me in a tizzy, and it makes me anxious, and I just I don't like it. Lanice, I'm groovy. I'm groovy. Lanice is groovy. Yeah. 3:33 a.m. I'm all about the numbers. Yes, indeed. Well, look at that. Yeah, incredibly. And that's why I'm just like, nope. Hello, Walter Burnett. How are you? Thank you for joining. Oh, Mystic. Speaking of numbers, 14 people, 14 likes. Thank you. 14, 14. All is well. I think we're all pretty good. It is 7:55, y'all. Time to begin our story. So, in the lower ninth ward of New Orleans, they are putting a train, they're attempting to run a train through the neighborhood to the river. And the tracks have been there for many, many, many years. They've been out of use, though. They've been out of use for a long time. Hi, Nicole. Yes, right on time, my baby. They've been out of use for a very long time. So they are digging the tracks out of the ground. They're fixing portions of them. And people in the neighborhood are very upset, and as well as they should be, because a train is very disruptive, especially when it is literally on the street where you live, going down the middle of that street. And it's going to shake the foundation of your house. It's going to, not to mention the grain that's going to be transporting, grain dust. It's just going to be a whole bunch of stuff. They want to keep people from, there's a particular area where people go and stand by the river. There's a park. So it's going to disrupt life in general and very possibly cause just so many catastrophes. So that's what's happening here in New Orleans. Well, of course, the people are protesting and trying to get the train, the grain, they're calling it the grain train. They're trying to get the grain train stopped. And every time I pass those tracks, I say, man, I really hope the spirits do their work and keep the people safe. But let me tell you how this correlates to a story that happened many, many years ago. The same concept with wanting to run a train through a particular area. Now, this happened in Calcasieu Parish in Louisiana, of course, many, many, many moons ago. There was a little town situated not too far from the river. a place where people grew their own food. It was a real community. And of course, a lot of Afro Indigenous people live there. And like many things, there are always those who will come along and disrupt someone's life for profit. So this company comes to the town and they tell the people, hey, we're going to run a train tracks through the town. Y'all have to go, y'all have to leave, you know, y'all got to move. We're going to be taking over. Some of the people went ahead and left because they just didn't want any trouble. But a lot of people stayed. They refused to go. And of course, the train started laying the tracks, started digging the ground. They started laying the tracks anyway. There was an old man in the town. We're going to call him Mr. Henry. And Mr. Henry was very quiet, very polite man. And he goes one day to the owner of this company that has started laying these tracks. And he's got his hat in his hands. And he tells the gentleman very quietly, he said, this land has been untouched, undisturbed by industry since it was founded, since this town was founded. And it is not a good idea to start disturbing the land now. Our ancestors, this land was very precious to them. Our ancestors are buried here. They lived here. They died here. Their blood, sweat, tears, joys, sorrows, everything is in this land. And you coming along to disturb it is not going to bode well for you. And as with anything, people with money think they know everything, think they can do whatever they want. So the man laughed in Mr. Henry's face and he's like, I'm not trying to hear nothing you saying, basically. And you could get on out of here because sooner or later, we're going to have your land too. And Mr. Henry just shook his head and he said, okay. He said, are you sure this is what you want to do? Because once you have made this decision, whatever happens, I can't stop anything. And of course, the man thought it was so funny that this, you know, short, slender black man who had obviously been, working out in the sun all his life with his dark, leathery skin coming to try to give him a warning. How dare he? He thought it was funny. And again, he told Mr. Henry, he let him know, he said, listen, there's nothing you can do to stop this. Now we're going to take your land or you could give it to us and leave peacefully. The choice is yours. But we're going to continue to lay these tracks. And Mr. Henry told a guy, he said, the spirits are not going to rest. If you disturb them, if you continue to disturb them, their land, their place that was their peace, the place that holds all their joys and sorrows and blood and sweat and tears, this land where they were born and died, you continue to disturb that. And it is not going to go well for you. And again, the man laughed. He dismissed Mr. Henry. So Mr. Henry leaves and he's talking to the people in the town and he's like, listen, y'all, they're saying they're going to put these tracks, they're going to run this train through the town. We're going to have to go. We're going to have to give up our land. And people were upset because that was all they had. And Mr. Henry said, Don't worry about it. I'm going to I'm going to take care of it. He said, I'm going to talk to the spirits. He said, y'all won't have to leave. He said, I'm going to talk to the spirits and they're going to take care of it. Now, when Mr. Henry said he's going to talk to the spirits, a lot of people have these ideas about what that looks like. But Mr. Henry, very simple man, he took a chair off his porch one night, had a jar of moonshine in his pocket. He had a couple of cigars in the pocket of his shirt, and he walked out into the cornfield. I believe it was cornfield that he had behind his house. And he walked out into the cornfield. There was a space in the middle that he had made, a circular space in the middle where he would sit under the moonlight. And he sat out there in the middle of this cornfield in this flat little space. And he drank his moonshine and he would pour some out for the spirits, pour some out for the ancestors. And he would smoke his cigar and he would blow the smoke into the air and he would watch it. And he would do this with his finger, like point at it and trace it like he was reading messages. And he would shake his head and he would smoke some more and he would take another swig of the moonshine and he would pour some out. And he did that for 5 consecutive nights. Now, this is an old man, y'all. At this point, from what I'm told, Mr. Henry was about, I think they said like 85, 86. At that point, they think he may have even been older than that. But for 5 nights, he went out and did that. And for 5 days, this company continued to dig the land, lay these tracks. So finally, after Mr. Henry had gone out for those 5 nights, everybody anxiously waiting to see what he was going to say. When he was done, everybody gathered at his house. Okay, Mr. Henry, what's the word? What's the verdict? What's going to happen? And all Mr. Henry told them was, you're going to have to wait and see. That's it. That's all he said. You are going to have to wait and see. Now, this is not going to go how y'all think it's going to go because things didn't just all of a sudden happen. Sometimes spirit moves how they want to move. They don't move because we want them to move all the time. They don't move because we ask them to move all the time. They move how they want to move according to how they want to do things. So the tracks continue to be laid for the train. And little by little, people had to start leaving town. Had to find other places to live. My sister just got home, if y'all hear the noise upstairs. 5 years passed. Mr. Henry was the last person in the town, which by that time they were ready to start running the train. He ended up passing away. He was the last holdover, so of course they tore his house down. That was it. Town was gone. Everybody was gone. All the houses, any evidence that there were ever any people there, it was gone. But they had these brand new shiny train tracks. Train was gonna run through, and that was it. The people, the town, all that would be forgotten, or so they thought. The first time the train went out to carry whatever it was carrying, the conductor or the engineer, whatever they call him, when he got to his destination, he goes to the office and he says, I thought y'all said that town in Calcasieu Parish, everybody was gone. And they were like, yeah, everybody is gone. There's no houses, there's nothing. Everything is gone. We even wiped out the cornfields. And he says, y'all couldn't have because I saw a house and there's an old black man sitting on the porch. He said, I saw it clear as day. And they were like, nah, you tripping. You seeing things. Sipping on the hooch a little too much. Leave it alone. And he's like, nah. He said, I'm telling you, y'all missed something because there's somebody still there. They dismissed him. No problem. That experience spooked him enough. That man quit that job. He said, I'm not running no train through that town. He said, didn't give me a good feeling. So I'm done. So no problem. Everybody's replaceable. Next time they run a train through the town, the next person says the same thing. Y'all left somebody there. I saw the house. I saw the old black man sitting on the porch. As a matter of fact, he waved to me. So I know somebody is there. So now they thinking, okay, something is going on. Maybe it's the fumes from the train. Are these people drinking too much? What's happening? So they take a ride. And sure enough, nothing is there. The town is completely wiped out. The cornfields ain't even there no more. They burned all of that. No house, no pine. They don't even have stray dogs, no birds, nothing. Everything is gone. Those two times that house and that old black man appeared was a warning, and they did not take heed. Because the third time that train made that trip, hmm, and there were reports of the house and the old black man, but this time he was on the tracks. People say the train went through him, not over him, but through him. So people are spooked. They don't want to work this. They don't want to work this line anymore. They don't want to work on this railroad. Nope, can't do it. Don't want to do it. So they got people from up north to come work. But why they did that, I don't know. See, we get these warnings, but because people don't want to believe, people think this is not real, this is not true. But all those sightings should have told them, let's put a stop to this. Because what we did wasn't right. But when you don't have the beliefs that spirit is powerful, can't nobody tell you nothing, right? So this entirely new crew on the train, going through Mr. Henry's town. And let me tell y'all, that was the last time that train went through that town. Because the train derailed, went off the tracks. Two people were killed. Two of the guys working on the train were killed. They investigated. The tracks were laid perfectly. Not a spike was out of place. There was no reason for the train to go off the track, but it did. And it was a big old mess. And after that is when the guys who survived started talking and saying that after the crash happened and they were kind of, moving around trying to figure out what was going on, they all reported seeing an old black man waving right near the tracks. He said he just turned around, walked off, and faded away. And to this day, there's never been another train to run through that town. The tracks are overgrown. I don't even know if you could see where they even were. Nobody returned to the town, unfortunately, so now it's just, flat land. But there you have it. I'm hoping not to that magnitude though, to where the town gets wiped out, but I'm hoping that this train that they're trying to run through the ninth ward, I hope the spirits cause some type of trouble to where that doesn't happen. But Mr. Henry did what he needed to do and got it done. And while he couldn't do it while he was alive, he did it in death, in spirit. And I have to wonder if when he was out in that field for those 5 nights, blowing smoke for the spirits and drinking, sharing libations with them, I have to wonder if they came to him and they told him, Henry, we can't do anything. But when your time comes, you can. I have to wonder about that. And maybe that's why he was so cool and calm after he finished with his ritual, because he knew. And sometimes things have to progress to a certain point for a reason, because now the land is once again for the ancestors. Nobody's there, but it's their land again. Nobody disturbs them. Nobody bothers them. I mean, there's a highway, but otherwise, it's theirs. Nobody bothers it. And I think the reason why it has remained such is because of that story. So, I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I missed y'all comments. Like you say, they believe Jesus survived being sacrificed, but don't believe in spirits. Yeah. But when they say this land is sacred, when somebody comes and says this land is sacred, leave that shit alone. Leave it alone. Shit. Sometimes you just gotta listen and don't tell, but people are greedy. People are greedy. And they say them guys talked about that train and how it went off the track. They said it was like, from what I'm told, because I, heard this from a couple of older people, but from what I've been told, they said what it felt like. The people who survived, they say it felt like almost like somebody put hands on like pushed up against it and literally like just like pushed it off the tracks. Is how they say it felt. So, they were on the train, they would know. But they said it felt like just like a kid knocks the knocks their little toy train off the track, just came and pushed it and boom, there you go. But at least they listened, they paid attention afterwards. They paid attention afterwards and they abandoned those tracks. So there you go. Mr. Henry, we thank you. We thank you, Mr. Henry. We appreciate you. So yeah. I was gonna do like a little story time. I was like, nah, let me just share it with them on live. Do something special. Yes, Aim. Look at how Lake Lanier. Yeah. Yep. Yep. But that land is bare. To this day, it's bare. It's like nothing. It's nothing but grass. Just grass and some trees. That's it. So I don't know. You got to be careful. I'm gonna have to pull some libations for Mr. Henry. No, they don't play. They don't play, Joanne. Not at all. But we have to be mindful that even though they are not in the physical, they are still with us. They still expect space. Yeah, I don't understand how people go swimming in that lake either. I wouldn't want to go swimming just knowing what happened there. Just knowing that there's a whole town under that water that these people were destroyed. Like, ain't no goddamn way. Ain't no goddamn way. Ain't no goddamn way. But people do what they want because, again, they don't believe. And that's fine. That's fine. You don't have to. I tell people all the time, you don't have to believe, baby. But you're going to see sooner or later. You going to see sooner or later. But y'all, next time y'all having a drink, y'all toast Mr. Henry, okay? And tell him thank you. Tell Mr. Henry thank you. Y'all, I just cleaned this table off. And I got shit piled on here again. I don't understand. Let me not say I don't understand. I do understand because people are stupid. And I think we just need to, I think we need to, I think we just need to start saying people are stupid. That's it. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for joining me tonight. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Y'all mean so much to me. Y'all mean so much to me. Oh yeah, that yeah, Central Park too. Yeah, you right. You right. Central Park. I forgot about Central Park. Uh huh. It's a lot of spaces and places. Thank you, Tiffany. Tiffany Ashley Brown. That's the only story I've heard about Mr. Henry. That's the only story I've heard about Mr. Henry. And that was something fairly new that I've heard about, because I talk to people all the time, are there any folklore, any legends, and of course everybody's like, oh, there's this true story, this really happened with this, you know. There's some stuff about Shreveport that I want to share with y'all. Um, Shreveport is a very spirit filled place. I don't know if people realize that or not, but Shreveport is a very spirit filled place. Somebody has shared several stories with me about Shreveport. Um, One of the things that he took, in fact, I'll tell y'all this little snippet. The Deep House, okay. Um, I'll share this with y'all. Someone I know from Shreveport, he was very mischievous as a child. So was always getting into stuff. Well, he grew up in Stoner Hill and he got lost. Hi, Return of the Mac. I love you too. Thank you so much. And thank you for being here. Thank you, thank you. Um, he Deep House. Where can we watch it? Where can we watch the Deep House? Because that's gonna be my next question. Where can we watch it? And then I'm gonna finish telling y'all this. 27 people in here. Y'all like the live. Like the live. Oh, thank you, Aim. Y'all mean a lot to me too. Y'all have changed my life. Y'all have no idea. Y'all just don't know. Y'all have changed my life. And I am very grateful. Very grateful. And I will always aim to make this part of the internet a safe space for everybody. For every and anybody that feels like they've been misunderstood, weird, been told that they were weird, all that. Hey Coco, it's been okay. It's been okay. It rained earlier today, but then the sun came out and everything was fine. Everything was good. I've never been to Central Park, which I've never had a desire to go to Central Park. But just knowing the history of it, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. But thank you, KL. But let me tell y'all about what my friend told me when he was younger. I'm gonna tell y'all two things. First thing, like I said, he grew up in Shreveport. He grew up in Stone and Hill Projects. He said he was out one day. I'm gonna have to check, Alira. I'm gonna have to check and see. I probably did. I didn't respond. I'm gonna have to respond to you. Um, but he was out with some friends one day, and I don't know, they were up to some mischief, and they ended up getting in trouble and having to run from the police. So he runs into the woods. He realized he was lost. He didn't know where he was. So he's just kind of wandering through these woods. And he said all of a sudden this old black man shows up, and he tells him, he said, "Come with me. I'ma show you how to get out of here." And he said they made small talk, along the way. He said the old man really didn't talk to him much, but he just kept telling him, come this way, come this way, come this way. And he said, Kim, he said, I got the feeling that, he said, I knew this man wasn't real. He said, I knew he wasn't a real person like I was. He said, I knew he was a spirit. He said, but I wasn't afraid. He said, I wasn't scared. So I just followed him. And he said, eventually, he led me out of the woods. I think he says right near, there's a veterans hospital somewhere in that area. And he said when he saw the veterans hospital, he knew exactly where he was. He said he said he walked a few feet out of the woods. He said, but he remembered, oh, let me tell the man thank you. He said he turned around to tell the old man thank you, and he was gone. And he said he couldn't have disappeared that fast because it was only a couple of seconds. He said, but he was completely gone. He said there was another time he had a friend in Shreveport again. They were teenagers, and the house the friend lived in was basically, there was a evil presence in the house. And he said the friend, whenever they took pictures in the house and shit, it was always like this black shadow, like this darkness in all of the pictures and stuff. And he said one day he went to the friend's house, but he was outside the friend's window. He knocked on the friend's window to ask him to come outside and come, play. They was playing football or doing something. And he said it was a typical thing that they did. They went to his window to, talk to him. And he said the house was, on the ground. So he said he just kind of put his arms up on the windowsill and leaned in to talk to his friend. And he said something ran at him and shoved him out. And he said he flew back, like he flew back and landed on his back on the ground. So he's like, he said, man, I never went over there again. I said, I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. So Shreveport is another place. I'm gathering some stories from there to share with y'all because I think New Orleans is the hub because, again, of all the water. I think New Orleans is the hub, but there are a lot of spiritual places around the state, a lot of different places. Yeah, I don't fuck with the dark spirits either. The dark shadows, the dark spirits, I don't fuck with them either. And if I go to a place and I feel weird any kind of way, if I feel, like something is off, like something is lingering in the shadows and shit, yeah, I just don't go in that place. I don't. makes me uncomfortable in any way, I'm not going. So yeah. Again, I want to thank y'all so much for being here with me. Oh, this is what I wanted to do. That's why I picked up the phone. 6 o'clock. I am about to. I'm about to end here. I will have a story time for y'all this week. I'll have something posted. But I also want y'all to know I'm getting ready to open up my life a whole lot more to y'all. I'm getting ready to start just kind of taking y'all along um, while I do different things, see different things, experience different things. Because there's a lot more to me than this. There's a lot more to, like, I want to give y'all a view of the city from a person who has grown up here and who has seen the changes and knows the culture and kind of the ins and outs of everything. I want to show y'all that perspective. I want to show y'all that view. But something else I want to clear up for y'all. And somebody made a comment about it, I think on my TikTok, that I have a writer, that I'm a writer in my bio, and I do. I have it across all my social media. And they asked if the stuff I talk about, if it's stuff that I've written, stories that I make up, and absolutely not. The stuff that I write is fat girl friendly fiction and female rage fiction, which is vastly different from the things I talk about. And not to mention the fact I haven't written, the last thing I wrote was Tell It to the Gumbo Pot, which I'm bringing back again in a couple of months, y'all, and I am going to live stream it. The first time I did it, I did make the video available on here so y'all can go and look at it. I just made it available yesterday. Um, but I do want to start sharing more of my writing with y'all. I'm just trying to figure out how best to do that. But I love storytelling. I enjoy sharing the true tales and legends of the place where I grew up, the state, the city and the state. I love hearing people talk about, legends from their states and their cities, and just kind of, they talk about it in whispers, but they share it with me. And I love that. They don't want to tell it because they don't want people to be like, oh, you created that, ain't true. That, they don't want to be put on the spot. And I understand. So I love sharing all of these stories and experiences that people decide to share with me. And, I thank y'all for giving me a space to do that. Because again, this is something that I love, whether it's something that I've written, whether it's something that someone else has told me. I love sharing this stuff because this is what keeps us all connected. And we all need a safe space to be at the end of the day. Because with so much crazy shit happening in the world, we all need somewhere safe to go. And I want this to be that space. Yes, I will, aim. I'm working on that too. I would love for people to come up. Oh, it brought tears to your eyes, Mystic. Oh my goodness. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I listen, that means a lot to me, especially since that was the last show that my dad got to see. My dad was there. I'm sorry, y'all. But my dad was there, and that's why it's so important for me to do this show again, because a lot of the stuff I talk about, I learned from him. My dad taught me how to cook. Both of my parents taught me how to cook, but I used to love, especially being with my dad in the kitchen. And he always told me that the most important ingredient was time. He always said that the most important ingredient is time. So I'm going to do that show again in honor of him, in honor of his heritage, his culture, and all the wonderful things that he has left his children and grandchildren, all the people that he loved, that loved him with. I'm going to share it because, this is what I love. Oh, yeah, he's still here. Thank you, Tiffany. I appreciate it. Thank you, Mystic. Oh, Aim, I'm sending you a lot of love, my baby. Thank you, Joanne. So I want y'all, I'm gonna let y'all know. Like I said, I'm gonna live stream it. If y'all are in New Orleans or close to New Orleans, come see the show. I'm not charging anything for it. The show will be free. So I want as many people to put their eyes on it as possible. And ooh, this is the second or third time I done cried today. Ooh, Lord. I miss my daddy, y'all. But I'm glad I got to record him. I'm glad I got to make memories with him. So thank y'all very much. So just know that the show is coming. I'm gonna share it with y'all. I am Tiffany. Thank you, Aim. I am. I make sure I feel it when it comes. I don't try to push it away or anything. I just kind of let it come wherever I'm at. I just let it out because that's how you heal. That is how you are able to function. Grief is a perfectly normal, natural thing to feel. So I embrace it when it comes. So just know that there's a lot. Yeah. Thank you, Tiffany. Thank you. Uh, he used to love watching my videos. He used to love telling stories, and man, yeah. So this show is going to be big for me. And I do hope that it is successful enough that I can take it on the road, because there's only one actress in the show. There's only one actress in the show, and I want to be able to take it a few other places and share that with others, with people in other places. So we'll see how it goes, y'all. Um, Something else I want to talk about before I go. Um, a very personal part of my life. Thank you. Thank you, Tiffany, and thank you, Aim. I appreciate y'all encouragement. It means a lot. Thank you. But something else I want to clear up. Excuse me, y'all, my sinuses. But um, people have asked, and I'm never upfront about it because I am such a private person. But I want to say this. I want to get this out here because I don't want people to get the wrong idea or the wrong impression. And I do tend to get, yeah, thank you, Tiffany. Hi, Uniquely Neek. Thank you for being here. I don't want people to have the wrong impression. I don't want people to get the wrong idea. Because, I get the DMs, I get, the messages and such. But hi, Jessica. I, April 13th marks 12 years that I have been with my partner. And I don't talk about him much, if at all. I don't think I talk about him at all. Because again, I'm a very private person. Our relationship is very private. But for anybody wondering, and those who have asked, I've been in a relationship for going on 12 years. And we are good the way we are because he lets me be me and I let him be him. And our relationship works. And that's just that. So I wanted to put that out there for a couple of reasons. I want to put that out there for a couple of reasons that I will not discuss, but just know that Fat Girl Freestyle has a very loving partner and has for going on 12 years. So um, I just wanted to say that. And I would just say, Joanne, a little tea. And I keep it to myself again, it's really nobody's business. It's nobody's business. But what you say, Joanne? I've been told on myself, huh, Joanne? um, but again, y'all, he lets me be me, and I let him be him, and it's been working. And there you go. So, yeah. Oh wait, as an adoptee, I didn't grow up with my dad, but I got to meet him in 2017. Unfortunately, he was found deceased. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry, Tiffany. I'm so sorry, my dear, but yes, I'm glad you got to meet him. I'm glad you got to make a connection with him, even though it was for a short period of time. Ah, I wouldn't say glowing like a light bulb, aim. I wouldn't say all that. I wouldn't say all that. But that is also why I'm in a new space because we decided to finally, um, for the most part, merge our lives. The less people, the less drama. Yes, Mystic. Yes. Thank you, Joanne. And he's not a person that likes to be in the spotlight. He doesn't like. I don't really like the spotlight, but the nature of what I do causes me to be out in front of people. Thank you for the story and the live. I'm out. It got me through my night. What got you through your nightshade? What's your nightshade, Walter? Hi, Yvonne. Oh, Tiffany, that's beautiful. 20 years. Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. Yeah, we do balance, and we've hit a good little stride at this point. So I'm happy. I'm satisfied. Ain't nothing out here anyway, y'all. But Walter, I'm out. It got me through my nightshade. What is nightshade is a herb that goes in gumbo there. It's also poisonous, but when you cook it, it neutralizes the poison. I learned that from my aunt Nora, my daddy's sister. She used to go pick because gumbo there is just like a gumbo of herbs, like greens, but it's like 6 or 7 different wild grasses that you go and pick. So when's my birthday, Mystic? My birthday is July 22nd. My birthday is July 22nd. He's April 19th. I'm a Cancer on the cusp of Leo with Gemini rising and Gemini moon, and he is an Aries on the cusp of Taurus. That's good, Jessica. Oh, your night shift, Walter. Oh, your night shift. Okay. I was about to say, Walter out here cooking gumbo's air. It's all right, Aim. It's all right, Tiffany. It's okay because you were still connected to him. You were still connected to him, so it's okay. Yes, I'm glad we are all here together. Oh, you a Gemini, Walter? Yeah, I attract a lot of Geminis into my life. I attract a lot of Geminis. I'm surrounded by several Tauruses. Both of my parents are Scorpios. My mom is an October Scorpio. My dad is November Scorpio. Jeremy is an Aquarius. My biological mother is an Aquarius. Um, Let me see. Yeah, Tristan is a Taurus. My oldest son is a Taurus. My sister is a Taurus. Ashley, my other sister, she's a Gemini. Capricorns. Um, yeah, it's just I'm surrounded by a lot. Aries, I got a lot of Aries around me. But my youngest niece, y'all, my youngest niece is a Cancer, and I'm so glad I finally got another Cancer in this fucking family because, baby, let me tell you, all these people is driving me crazy. And her mama tells me all the time, how emotional her daughter is. How this, I said, listen, just leave her be. I said, she is a Cancer. I understand. I said, leave her be. Just let her go through her little emotion and she's going to be fine. But we are emotional. We have to express ourselves. Leave her alone. But I am so happy there's finally another Cancer that we will understand each other. Okay. Hubby and youngest daughter, Aries. Oldest daughter is July 17th. I'm July 22nd, Tiffany. All right, y'all. I want to say thank y'all so much for being here with me. My son is a Cancer. I had to learn about the emotions the hard way. Yeah, Jessica, you just got to let us have it. We'll get over it and we'll move on. But you got to give us that space to express emotionally. And I was so blessed and so grateful to have two parents who understood their cancer child. Grateful. I love you all. Thank y'all so much for being with me here tonight. Thank y'all for sharing this space with me. Thank y'all for giving me a place to be safe and to be open where I could be myself. So I love each and every one of y'all, and I will see y'all on the weekend. I love y'all too so very much. Y'all have no idea. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, y'all. Y'all have a wonderfully blessed week. I love y'all. Good night. Rest well. And I'll see y'all soon.